Wife, you've lost a husband. I can't resist anymore. It's calling my name. Look at this. It is like a mirror out there, man. Oh, gonna have to go and get the rods. See if I can get whatever this is. I just had a little bite. See if anything's still there. I've got this algae bloom growing out the front here today. It's really making a mess of my line. Look at that bright green. He's tapping. He's not committing yet though. Gotcha this time. It's not the smallest one I've ever caught from here, but not exactly a monster either. But it's a fish. It's a fish. It's a fish. Look at that green slime down here, man. Yeah. Look at it. You see that? Ew. It's pretty gross. Anyway, it's not a bad fish. That's not actually. That's not a bad fish at all. Just had another little bite. Let's see if I can reel this one in. Add it to the pot. Still there. Come on. Come on. I think he's swimming towards me a little bit. Feel too bad either. The little guy. Another little bite here. Let's see if I can get him on. Reel and another little. Not too bad. Through the soup. Through the soup. I don't know if you can see that. It's getting pretty dark out here now. There's another one. Add him to the pot, I think. There's another bite. Hopefully we can get a bit of a bigger one in a minute. Well, it's getting too dark now I need to highlight it on the house, I think. Just reeled that one in. No, you can't see it, it's getting too dark. I don't know if you can see him, but he's another good one. Let's have a look, see if we can get a shot of another keeper here. I don't know. Oh, you can just see him the fin highlighted there in the sunlight. Yeah, not much light out here now. Oh well, but there's supper again. Back in the warm again. I thought I'd do a little video of, because it's basically from the shore to the table in about an hour and a half it took tonight. So first off, you need your fresh fish. And this is fresh, this guy's still moving a little bit. So we'll get them filleted up. And everyone does it different, but I'm just going to show you my little recipe for walleye. So, get your fish. Now you're going to see my not so superior filleting skills. Anyway, I think the knife's sharp. Get your fresh fish. Get the fillet off. I like to go around the rib cage. Just saves me. I don't know, that's just the way I was shown how to do it, so I sort of neat thing when someone keeps it attached to the tail and then it's easy to skin and so forth, but this is the way that I like to do it. It's not too bad while the water's not too cold because they don't get so limey. Anyway, get the fillet off. There we go. So I've got round the ribs. I can go in there, quickly get those off. One. Somebody showed me a neat trick as well. If you take a little bit off to there, because it sort of kind of slips through your fingers without having to use I don't know if you can see that. You just cut a little slit in there and then you can get your thumb through and hold it. Just makes it a little bit easier. And to get the centre bone out, some people don't bother, but I just like to make a little slip there, pull along the tail, comes across in two, and you'll see the bone on one side. Just run the knife along there, you get a little bit off that, and this is the bit that a couple of members of my family really love, the kiddies. Look, already waiting on the counter there. There you go, kiddies. That's yours. So what I like to use, I feel like Jamie Oliver, it's pucker, mate, pucker. So I use just plain flour, and I add cornmeal because it gives it a nice bit of crunch, and just throw a little bit of baking powder in there. It just lightens up the batter a bit. I use my own little seasonings, so I like to put in some of that. I'll cover the brand. It's vegetable stock powder, some lemon pepper seasoning, a certain brand of supermarket that begins with S and ends in Y, Italian seasoning, and garlic powder. Just add all the ingredients into a Ziploc bag, so about, like I said, I don't measure, about that much flour, that much cornmeal, a bit more, some baking powder, I don't know, don't want it to get too fluffy because it will come out like bread, some garlic powder, like that, some Knorr stock cube stuff, like that, depending on how salty you want it. Be careful of this stuff, that lemon pepper seasoning, because it's mostly salt, so you don't want it to end up too salty. Some of that, and also the Italian seasoning's got salt in it too, so depending on your taste, don't go crazy because you'll have a really salty mixture. All in there, and give it a mix. I need another bag just with flour in it, and you'll see why in a second. There we go. To do an egg wash and do it in flour. I think in French they call it pané, but I wouldn't quote me on that. So a couple of eggs in the pot, some milk. Oops. And just whisk it up, kind of like, just whisk it up until it blends in the egg and the milk. So I'm just about ready to bread them, so I've got my fresh, can't get fresher than that, walleye fillets, my egg wash, I've got a Ziploc bag with my homemade coating, whatever you want to call it, and just a Ziploc bag with some plain flour. To get your fresh fillet, they should still be wet because you've just rinsed them, so they'll pick up the flour. So first, just into the plain flour, give it a really good shake. Okay, so you've got that. Once you've got that, give it a good shake off, and then get your second bag, and you give it a dip into the egg wash, get it nicely coated. Try not to get your hands too far in there because it cakes up and you get really messy. So give it a good coat into the breading mix, and then really give it a shake. Don't do it if you've got cheap ass Ziploc bags because you'll end up in a cloud of smoke and power. And then get the fillet out. Make sure you give it, now the reason why I give it a good shake, if you can see that, it leaves it slightly, almost serrated, and in goes the fish. Oh, that looks nice. Get it in quick because it brings the temperature down a bit and you don't burn the fish straight off the bat. Some of them are getting ready now, so I'm going to start taking the ones out that are nicely even golden brown all around. Oh, all out of the fryer. Oh, they look good. For the real test, hi guys. Tell everyone what it tastes like.
I just tasted it. It's really good.
Bit of lemon juice. Let's see. Delicious. Well, that's it, folks. It's shore lunch from my house. See you later.